I'm really excited for this one, guys. We got in the color blue playing as John Dark give you anxiety. I was about to say GUA against his opponent. Let me see if I can remember my Japanese. Eduferu? I think it's Eduferu, something like that. Should be close. Should be close. Obviously playing as the Japanese in the color orange. Welcome everybody. I did study Japanese for 3 years when I was in my teenager years. I think I studied from 14 years old until I was like 17 or something like that. Something like that. And big part of the reason, obviously, I liked anime. I'm not gonna deny that. It's like, and when I start, I went to university. I stopped going to classes, and my shift was on learning game development and a lot of this kind of stuff. So obviously, I stopped studying Japanese. I tried to learn from here and there, and for some reason, I end up in China. Like, they called me to work for Ubisoft when I was 24 years old. That was like 6 years ago. They called me to work for Ubisoft China, and I went there. And as soon as I stayed like a few months in China, I completely forgot all the Japanese that I learned. Like, because the letters are the same, right? And it's like, I don't know if you have watched The Simpsons, where Homer is like getting some information, but he doesn't have space in his brain, so he needs to take out something out of his brain to put the new information there. That's pretty much what happened to me. It's like, and all the Japanese that I learned for like 3 years, it's gone. Like, seriously, it's gone. Maybe it's hidden in the in the basement somewhere around there in my brain, but as far as I know, I don't speak anything. But I did manage to go to Japan. I spent there like 3 weeks. Went to several places: Hiroshima, Yokohama, Tokyo, what else? Osaka, Kyoto. I went to the Kyoto Castle, the one you can see in Shogun. Exactly the same one we can see there. Anyway, we got give you anxiety, aging up with the School of Calvary, sending those knights to find those Japanese peasants here. Well, the Japanese. Let's see what he has to bring to the table. Most likely it's gonna be the Kure Storehouse. There you go, Kure Storehouse. Cancels the Kure Storehouse and puts it here. Now he needs to take down this tree, otherwise, as soon as... Never mind. Oh no, the first farm should be here, right? The first farm should be here in the 9 o'clock. So, yeah. This tree it's fine for now. This tree is fine. It's gonna be the Kure Storehouse, having those free farm transitions. I really enjoy playing with the Japanese. I find it really fun, I think the developers did a great job at creating this Civ. Like, it's very refreshing, very unique. Like the fact that you can get stunned by mining gold. It's so fun. And the emphasis on the infantry and the samurais and all those avocations and all the +1 attack. Even since the Dark Age can eventually get +4 attack and extra damage to infantry. Upgrade the town center. Like, that's wild. Like, I love it. I love the difference between these civilizations. I will never get tired of it. I hope the developers work on this game forever. Like, the developers, if you need money, call me, because this game cannot stop. Unless we have for the few years, I believe there is a huge roadmap for Age of Empires, and the future is bright, guys. The future is brighter than this horse stuck here. I see the School of Cavalry already producing the first knight. Gonna send the knight. Probably the berries here, but the berries are about to run out. Never mind. Still have some berries here. That's a good thing. You go to the berries first as a Japanese, and because you have a Tawara, you can get like the little wheelbarrow. But actually, it's not only wheelbarrow, but 20% gather rate from those berry bushes. It's really good for you. So, a couple of towers here. Not one, but a couple of them. So this basically tells to me like, okay, Japanese gonna go castle age. I don't wanna create infantry. You're not gonna see my infantry yet. You're just gonna see my towers. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. There's plenty of sheep here. Let's take a look at how much sheep we have. 15 sheep. 15 sheep. John Dark, the hunter, going to hunt now. I'm gonna get that boar, big fat boar here. Oh, that's really very juicy, very juicy. I just went to a Chinese wedding and had a lot of pork, like the big fat pork, like this guy here. John Dark is John Dark knows what she's good. She knows. First night gonna find no one here. Must be super confused, like what the hell is going on here. Gonna patrol here to see if we can find anything. At most, I believe he will find like, you know, idle time. Like, you won't be able to kill a villager from here. It's really hard, especially with 2 towers. And that's the beauty of this. Like, because you get passive stone from mining gold, you can upgrade those towers to get those arrow slits in placements. And so this actually gives you plus 10 bow attack, which give fairly good damage to that Michael Jackson. Yeah, there you go. Fairly good damage to that knight. Like, you can already see he's almost half HP. So I don't think there's anything that GUA can do at the moment. So he's actually macroing for going castle himself. I don't know if you guys, but I feel like we have seen a lot of the meta shift from to go fast castle, really fast castle, like just go castle and that's it. I don't know, but at the same time, feudal age wars are a thing. They really happen, and when they do, they sometimes can be very long. So I don't know. There is so many variables in this game, so many variables. You cannot really tell like, oh, you just go castle and play this. It's just so many things going on. It's gonna be the guild hall here to collect those resources. Potentially having a quick imperial age coming for a GUA. John Dark just gonna be burning the house. This knight has been bullied the whole time. The only thing that he got was get hit. He didn't got any villager kill, no idle time, nothing. Just pure arrows directly to the knight. And the floating gate, it's on the way, but GUA, it's already there with the guild hall, getting those eco upgrades. Now the French, does he get? Yeah, it is cheaper upgrades for the French, I believe. It is cheaper upgrades. Guild hall already there. Gonna put it on foot. Interesting. Already grabbing that deer here. What happened to the boar? Oh, there you go. The boar is here. This is not like Age of Empires 2 that when you don't gather the meat will like go bad. And eventually you lose the food that you can actually get here. I think that's a pretty neat feature. I don't know if game design wise can fit into AoE 4. But it's really cool. It's really cool. Floating gate already there, and looks like our Japanese friend is gonna go for Mount Samurais. Gonna get that Yoroshiro out. Gonna put it here. Gonna get those Mount Samurais every 12 seconds. The question is, does he have the economic to sustain a considerable amount of Mount Samurai so he can get those relics, get that map control, and then just start expanding? Mount Samurai already here. This Royal Knight still alive despite being bullied the whole game. We get that boy here. Dark plus 25 experience. Remember the days when John Dark used to get a lot of experience from the boar and the wolves, and he just age up so fast. Knight didn't manage to get the priest. What is this guy doing? Was there a relic here? Why do you send the priest here? Anyway, Mount Samurai already there, gonna get a couple of villagers. Managed to get one villager killed, a couple in total. So Mount Samurai's against a French knight. Obviously, this is already veteran. But, you know, I believe the Mount Samurai has the advantage if the French knight doesn't have the unique French upgrades. Like, especially with the charge attack, they can block so much damage. The most important damage, it's the charge attack from those knights. And if you just block it, you just save yourself so much HP. Look at that. UA switching for Arbitrier. Jeanne d'Arc guarding this relic. First relic coming home for the Japanese. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc not really interested on getting those relics. Can actually go for Jeanne d'Arc and capture the sacred sites in the time being. Like, if you want. That's something I always forget, that Jeanne d'Arc can actually do that. And it's very neat. I don't know why he switched to Horseman. We're already 11 minutes into the game, so let's switch for income per minute to see where these players stand from each other. More Mount Samurai here. It's like he went for a raid, third villager went down. It's like he managed to destroy the wall, get out alive, along with the comedian here. School of Cavalry. Now, these consecrated buildings are really something else. Like, you just spend much less food, so you don't need as many villagers on foot to sustain that army, which is great. Let's take a look at the kill count. Already 550 resources, so gonna be having a great time here. Arbitrier. 1 damage at a time. Horseman. Is this guy gonna get the... No way he's gonna get the deflect armor. Ah, now he's back. Deflect armor, it's there. He's alive. He's alive, guys. 2 relics are already there for the Japanese, and probably a raid coming here. It's like, why did UA didn't go for the horseman? For knights instead of horsemen? Is it because he doesn't want to spend the gold so far? Because there's nothing you can do with the horseman against those knights. I mean, you have the Arbitrier, which are great. But for raiding, the horseman is not really your best unit, especially when these are just normal horsemen. They're not even veteran horsemen. Sacred Site's gonna be captured here for Jeanne d'Arc. Blacksmith there. It's gonna get +1 range attack. Sacred Site capture. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc is gonna get stabbed. Divine Arrow to the face of this spearman. Horseman just trying to run from the samurai forever. Couple of relics already there. It's like he won. He's just chilling, you know. Like, they don't pay me enough to capture another relic. Just gonna leave it there. And UA having big numbers of Arbitrier here. Excuse my French. I don't speak French. And I think the accent is really hard to... Like, this kind of thing, it's really hard for me to read. Arbitrier? I don't know. French crossbow. How about that? French crossbow. Very good. Best crossbows in the game. Those are the best. They have a lot of melee armor. And they have this ability that can get +5 range armor and +1 attack range. Third relic coming for the Japanese. UA is sleeping on the relic count here. He's not really interested on gathering relics. It's gonna give those Japanese a lot of room to play with. Yoroshido's already here. Looks like he's gonna do the transition for Onabugeisha samurais. You know, this kind of thing. More units coming here for the Japanese. Already both players very equal in army, and army value is very similar to each other. I would think Jeanne d'Arc has the advantage just because they have Jeanne d'Arc, and also, you know, the crossbows are really good. It's not your average crossbow. But at this point, GUA needs a fight here. GUA needs to a big fight, needs to force a fight, and looks like the Japanese is doing a really good job at avoiding those fights. He doesn't want to give any kind of experience to Jeanne d'Arc. And this is one of those situations where you don't really know, like, where you should fight or not. Look at that. A battle from the hill. Crossbows doing a lot of work here. Jeanne d'Arc arriving late to the party, but these crossbows are doing a lot of work. These crossbows doing a lot of work. Very tanky crossbows. But numbers for the Japanese look very good for him. This was a very good fight for Jeanne d'Arc. A lot of units die here. The only thing that doesn't need to die is Jeanne d'Arc. Managed to kill everyone here. And the crossbows are dealing damage to those samurais, but Jeanne d'Arc goes down. Now the horseman will just deal with the onabogations here. But Mount Samurai numbers still... Well, it's only one. It's only one, but as long as it's alive, you need to deal with that one. It was a fairly good fight for the Japanese. It was a good fight for the hero. Bad fight for the kingdom, if you want to call it that way. What you're saying is like, do you really want to go bury Stana? Let's just gather more meat here in the south. More horsemen. I wonder why he goes horsemen. Maybe you don't have the gold to sustain knights and crossbow. Like, these crossbows are also expensive on gold, so maybe that's the thing. And your knights are, you know, your knights are very good, but I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this. I don't know what to feel about this situation. A couple of champions here. Now it looks like GUA is going for it again. Guildhall. I think he gathered some resources. I think so. I think he collects some resources. It's like the horseman out there for the Japanese. It's gonna start burning those stables. Jeanne d'Arc army marching forward, scaring those horsemen. Big wall coming here, securing that gold. Gonna make sure. It's very funny how no one remembers the new update that you can actually build gates on the blueprint without actually needing to build a gate when that wall is finished. And I already got used to it, so I'm chilling. Like, I know I'm gonna have gates. It's such a good update, such a good update. Like, I feel like walling, it's super fun now, super fun. Walling in Age of Empires 4 have improved a lot since the release of the game. And I didn't play the release, but I feel like the game has improved a lot, a lot. Horseman will go there to get those crossbow. The Jeanne's champion is here to tank the damage. Jeanne d'Arc just kiting. This doesn't look like a good fight for the Japanese. Onabogage is still alive. That's the problem, though. But as soon as those horsemen go down, Onabogations are gonna be melted here. And looks like this is a really good fight for GUA. Siege workshop in the middle of the map. That's a very... I don't know how to call this. This is very optimistic. Like, this is so far from ever. Look at that farm transition. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This siege workshop, like, potentially will get burned. The good thing for the Japanese player is that GUA doesn't have much melee units, so it's like this siege workshop is gonna stay alive for some time. And looks like he's gonna go for a mangonel. So definitely what the doctor recommended here. Jeanne d'Arc gonna scout here, capturing sacred site. And definitely you wanna wait until the mangonel goes out before you fight. You wanna have those units to defend the mangonel. See how many farms. There is for Japanese, only 21 farms. 21, not still halfway there for the farm transition. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc is gonna be very brave. My bannerman out. A couple of mangonels coming here for the Japanese. Let's take a look at his vision. Still getting some gold here. Now he's chilling, getting stone, getting gold. Couple of raids happening here. Meanwhile, but a big raid here. This is 10 horsemen. You cannot let these guys getting into your base. Otherwise, they're just gonna kill so many villagers. Onobugeisha's just gonna be dealing a lot of DPS to those horsemen. You don't really need spearmen when you have a lot of Onobugeishas. These just do a lot of damage. Like, not this one, this girl. Like 10 damage and 2 seconds attack speed. So the isn't? Oh no, it's not the attack speed. Sorry, yeah. That was a torch. 0.9 seconds attack speed. Never mind, horseman got detected here. Looks like it's mangonel time. Nice shot. Managed to get a group of crossbowmen here. Looks like Jeanne d'Arc gonna try to snap the mangonel with an arrow. Not gonna happen here. Onobugeisha's just following Jeanne d'Arc the whole way. Nice shot from the mangonel, dealing a lot of damage to those crossbowmen. Onobugeisha's just on the hunt here. Horseman is gonna be attacking Jeanne d'Arc, and looks like the mangonel will go down, and a lot of horsemen will go deal with the mangonel. Second mangonel goes down. This was a really good fight for GOA. He managed to take down a couple of mangonels. Always feels good to take down your opponent's siege. More Onobugeishas coming here. Just gonna be a mass Onobugeisha fiesta. Bot players playing with one town center, so things are a little bit slow at this point in the game. Only 122 population. Mangonel goes out again. It's like another mangonel. 3 more mangonels going out. A raid coming here. Emplacements coming soon for the Japanese. At this point, you just need to protect the mangonel with those infantry units. Let the mangonel do the damage. Oh, that was huge damage. Another mangonel here. Do not let your units stay away from the mangonels, otherwise those horsemen are gonna take it down. This hurts so bad. First mangonel went down. Second mangonel will go down as well. Crossbowman still. And I think this is the reason why the Japanese haven't really go samurai. These are too many crossbows. 21 crossbows in queue for GOA. He's a crossbow madman. And Japanese knows this. For Japanese friend, go crossbows, I go mangonels. That's how it's gonna be. Crossbow horseman, actually a very good combo. Like horseman has, you know, the mobility, and you can be like the tank, be in the front line, and snipe some mangonels in case there are some of them. But the knight should be a wonderful unit to have here. A couple of Onobugeishas just dealing some damage here in the back of GOA's base. GOA is also going for a farm transition. He needs to go out soon because food resources are running out. Now the Japanese keep pushing forward, 3 mangonels out. 3 more to come. This is a mangonel madman. Does Jeanne d'Arc actually deal damage to Siege? Not really, right? Not really. Unless Divine Arrow does the damage. Oh, it does! It does the damage! Divine Arrow does a lot of damage to Siege, but there is a big cooldown here. Sacred Side victory approaching for the Japanese, and a couple of mangonels are already here. Another one coming. 2 more on the queue. This is huge. This is huge. And Jeanne d'Arc managed to get to level 4, managed to get that cannon. Needs to protect that cannon at all costs. Mangonel shots to the crossbows. Managed to heal them. But still, they're very injured. Managed to take down the other mangonel. Now Jeanne d'Arc in level 3. The markswoman. 30 damage hand cannon. Plus 200 against building. This guy is really it's really scary. It's really scary. Against elite champion. It's the archery range. It's gonna get repair. That cannon is just gonna save her from that deadly push. Meanwhile, Japanese, you're stealing a couple 3 sprinkles on the queue for him. Let's take a look at the Japanese base. Farm transition. Almost there. Say almost there, but I think it's pretty much there. 3 mangonels. Bombard. Taking down those mangonels. Needs to protect the bombard at all costs. But the sprinkles are here. Managed to take down the bombard. You don't want to lose Jeanne d'Arc in level 4. She's very expensive. Managed to snipe another mangonel. Divine Arrow doing a lot of work here. 150 damage. Big shots here. Divine Arrow. This is the Siege killer. She does a lot of damage. Indeed, she does. More barracks coming for the Japanese. Both players still in the castle age. But there's a big difference. This woman have access to a cannon. So you really are fighting in kind of like fighting an H4 unit here. I don't really know how much difference one unit can make. Like, it does a lot of damage. You can even raid win with Jeanne d'Arc. But first, let's deal with the Sacred Victory. 7 minutes remaining. At the same time, Tanegashima Gunsmith on the way for the Japanese. Gonna get free siege for himself. One of the best landmarks in the game. In terms of siege, it's just free siege. Not only free siege, you get free Osutsu, the unique unit for the Japanese to get all those cannons. They're really good against pretty much everything. Villagers gonna run for their life here. Horsemen decide to spare the life of these villagers, but they will not for these ones. Actually, they're all like, hey, where are you going, guys? Jeanne d'Arc just running away. More horsemen going for UA. Let's take a look at the guild hall. Looks like he has been collecting resources. Now the Japanese H4 elite Onabugashas on the way. Has plenty of gold to get those upgrades. Hopefully we will see a university coming soon for him. Right, coming here. Onabugashas are already there to take care of that. +1 range armor coming for GUA. Looks like the siege will get sniped. More units coming here. Now the samurais are here. Never mind, it's not the samurai, it's only Onabugeishas. Onabugeishas is the only thing that he has. The only thing that he believes. Kano already there. Will deal with that Mangonel, but the Springle's still alive. Loses the Kano, but loses the Springles as well. Siege Workshop has the Yoroshiro inside, so he's gonna get those Mangonels in 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Need to snipe that Mangonel. Oh my god, one shot! One shot. Cannon is out. I don't know why, but it's out. And more Onabugeishas coming non-stop. Plenty of food economy for the Japanese. Plenty of gold so far. So he will not stop creating Onabugeishas. But I don't think they can really do damage to those crossbowmen. Jeanne d'Arc gonna get behind. Gonna be getting experience here, but for nothing. Basically, you already have max level. Feels good to be level 4 Jeanne d'Arc, right? Let's see. The cannon. Oh, that was... Oh no. Lost Jeanne d'Arc. Managed to do a lot of damage to that cannon. But the cannon has so much HP, 240. So definitely gonna be a little bit tankier than the Mangonel. And GUA is losing his front line. He still have plenty of crossbows. But now the samurais... It's not the samurai, sorry, it's the katana bannerman. It's gonna buff all those Onabugeishas. Jeanne d'Arc is back. How much is Jeanne d'Arc? Let's take a look at the... Oof, 1000 gold. That horse, that's really expensive. That's a really expensive unit. It's a really expensive unit. And I don't know if Onabugeishas are doing the work here. I mean, even they are elite, they don't do much. Look at how many Onabugeishas you need to take down one horseman. And Jeanne d'Arc is just, you know, trying to snipe all those Mangonels. Come on, give me a snipe. Take down that Mangonel. I know you can do it. Boop, 60 XP. She has Divine Arrow. She will have soon Cannon focusing on Jeanne d'Arc. She needs to retreat. She needs to retreat, otherwise she's gonna die again, and that's 1000 gold. GUA cannot afford another Jeanne d'Arc. She's running for her life. At the same time, crossbows. Going back. He needs the Red Palace. He needs it now. You know what could be the game here? Red Palace here directly into the production of the Japanese. Very risky move, but those who don't risk anything don't gain anything as well. Japanese already pop cap. So he's having a great time getting those university upgrades. Gonna get all the tactics. Increase health damage and torch damage of melee infantry by 20%. And +1 attack. +4 melee attack actually. With the extra attack that they get by being Japanese. Jeanne d'Arc is not gonna be focusing on those peasants, just going directly for the siege. Those Onabugeishas gonna intersect Jeanne d'Arc. Not gonna happen soon. At the same time, another raid with Katana Uma Bannermans. Oh my god. Look who went for a raid here. Horsemen are not gonna make it. Gilhal still collecting food. He needs the food to ASAP, but his opponent is already here. If he doesn't produce units, he's dead. But you need the Red Palace to deal with this. One Red Palace will deal perfectly with all of this. One single landmark. They're just gonna melt all those Onabugeishas. But how can you get there? And Jeanne d'Arc may potentially go down here. Still alive. Onabugeishas are already in UA space. Non-stop units coming here. It's only Onabugeisha challenge here. Hand Cannoneer starting to mix into the composition of the Japanese just to deal some extra DPS. Cannon already out. Looks like the front line for John Dark is gonna go down. And he taps out. Well played by these two players. Hope you enjoyed this match. And I will see you in the next one.